to a lingo. Bad girl, go down. Aye. If you be rap, you be single. If you be anything you want, to a lingo. To a zonto. Bad girl, go down. Aye. Kofi Annan. Let me see you do the Kofi Annan. Aye. Kofi Annan. Bad girl, go down. Aye. Kofi Annan. Let me see you do the Kofi Annan. Aye. Kofi Annan. Bad girl, go down. Aye. Kofi Annan. Let me see you do the Kofi Annan. Aye. Kofi Annan. Bad girl, go down. Aye. Chapter 1. He come to my house with a bag of money and he said that he want take me to Paris, Australia and somewhere. Verse 2. I don't know what to say, so I'm speaking in a lingua. Verse 3. All my other friends, and they talk and they sing, but right now. Verse 4. I want to talk to my men now, give me some space now. I want to talk to my men now, give me some space now. For my country, all the big boys wear a bada. For my country, all the fine girls like Penna. If you be rap, you be single. If you be anything you want, do a lingo. Do a zonto. Bad girl, go down. Right? If you be rap, you be single. If you be anything you want, do a lingo. Do a zonto. Bad girl, go down. Right? Kofi Annan. Let me see you do the Kofi Annan. Kofi Annan. Bad girl, go down. Right? Kofi Annan. Let me see you do the Kofi Annan. Right? Kofi Annan. Bad girl, a baby baby. I know be sack at it, but I got rap for him. And if I rap for you, make you know they laugh for me. Cause I be bad like that. And I go finish the best. Before I finish the best, you do wait for sack or that. If you be rap, you be single. If you be anything you want, do a lingo.
Wagwan.
Bad girl.
Good afternoon. Rising.
Kofi Annan.
You guys are doing amazing today.
Kofi Annan. Bad girl, go down. Aye. Dab. Annan. Kofi Annan. Bad girl, go down. Aye. Kofi Annan. Let me see you do the Kofi Annan. Why? Kofi Annan. Bad girl, go down. If you be rap, you be single. If you be anything you want, do a lingo. Do a zonto. Bad girl.
The show with your host, none other than Joby.
Yes, karibuni sana. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Good afternoon and karibuni to yet another beautiful conversation right here on the media of the 21st century. This is Black Hot Fire Network. It's exactly 30 minutes past 2 p.m. It's quite super chilly. I don't know what the weather is. It's quite actually very confusing today. But again, I hope you guys are having a beautiful morning, rather starting your day on a high note. And welcome to yet another beautiful conversation of Farm with Joby. Yet another beautiful conversation where we get to discuss not only business, but also look at how and where and what you can invest into, the pros and cons, and of course what you can also learn before you get into this, because before you get into something you have to understand a few things or two. Definitely, even before you get a job, literally you have to know some skills. You need to have some skills here and there so you can qualify for the job. So karibuni sana. Today we're gonna be having another yet beautiful conversation today of the sheep. We're gonna be discussing the sheep. Last week we talked about one of the amazing fruits that is I can't actually forgotten the name because I'm supposed to look for it in the market, but we're talking about a very familiar fruit that looks and tastes like looks like potatoes but tastes like apples, tastes like pears, and actually this particular fruit is being embraced in Africa, specifically Kenya, and that was I'm gonna check that again. How did I even forget the name of that particular fruit? But yeah, it's really unique. It is it's a Peruvian fruit, actually. I do remember every benefit, everything about it, but the name actually has snapped out of my head. But yes, we talked about that, and the week before that, we also talked about cow keeping, and we saw how a young man at his 24 years old age, how is making a lot of money, not only money, but has created employment and even classes to teach other people on things to learn before you take and go breed or farm, keep a certain cow, and how to take care of it. So today's episode, we're going to be discussing about the sheep. And shout out to again Black Hot Fire and Mr. Black Hot Fire Network, literally, because for him, I think so far he said we have, I think, close to 10 sheep. I think they have amounted to 10. The last time I checked, I think there were 7. I don't know, I think 10, I'm not really sure. But yes, so the fact that also we are in this particular kind of business, also right here in Kenya, this is also is to show you again, family, some of the things that people are venturing into, they're not actually wasting time, they are actually investing. This is a serious investment, and the profit it comes with. And of course, in every business, there's always pros and cons. We've seen in every farmer who talks about how there's a trial and error of something, or rather they started with something and it didn't work. So today let's look at actually again how this man right here on your screen, let me share actually my screen, how is going to be explaining how he benefits or rather profits from Dorper sheep. And of course, again, I'm going to be looking at the prices. We're going to be looking at the prices together to see the cost of sheep. And if time, of course, if it's going to allow us, also want us to talk about the goats as well. Just look at how goat keeping also is and how it's being practiced, especially here in Kenya. So we're going to be looking as well. So karibuni sana once again and enjoy this particular episode of today. Remember, you can get the supplements on our app. I don't want to get into it today. I've been reminding you guys every day. So in case you have any difficulty of you've purchased, that is all I want to hear. That is all I want to hear. But otherwise, you can get all the supplements that we have under our app available on the Google Play Store. So straight as we get into it.
1 to 5 animals, the management fee is 7,500 per month. We sell our animals once they reach the age of 3 months. A female we sell at 50,000 Kenya shillings. A male we sell at 100,000. If you have 100 animals, and if you're a breeder,
yes,
you're able to make between 500 and 700,000 a month. Is it worth it? Absolutely, it is. These animals, the young ones can be slaughtered at the age of 6 months. It will have...
Personally, I've never been honest. Okay, so this is something I've not really... This is the only thing I'd say out of majority of the conversations I've shared that I've not grown up around. I've not grown up around sheep. Of course, I've seen sheep, but I've not grown up around sheep. I've never seen my family members, literally, especially the sides of my mom. Even when I went to my dad's, they only have cows, not even a goat, because a goat is actually also quite expensive. But yeah, I've never grown up. Actually, I've never grown up. I didn't grow up around a sheep at all. Like never. I've grown up around goats and cows, chickens, a little bit of rabbits, but not a sheep actually. Oh, that's quite important.
More weight than our locals that have lasted for 3 years.
What?
So you've already established a market with a very low cost of production. If you're in the meat market, I've been able to establish a market whereby...
I've never had a sheep meat either. And I've never seen actually even any butchery that sells a sheep meat. I bet there is. If I go to like Marikiti Market, one of the markets, no, is it Kenya? No, it's Kenyatta Market. Yeah, it's Kenyatta Market. If you go to Kenyatta Market, I believe, of course, there you'd find all this kind of, because we have one like big market where they sell all types of meat of animals, not the bush meat though, the Nigerian style. But yes, you'll find maybe sheep, you'll find pig, the pork, you'll find cows, chicken, everything. So I've never had a sheep meat either.
I export to Dubai 3 times a week. Every time
of course they are.
Is 1,000 kgs. Actually, the biggest challenge is to get the animals, not the market.
Wait, the animals, not the market?
Not the market. Because if I was able to consistently get animals, I would increase the tonnage that I'm sending because the market is there. The good thing with boer goats is their fertility rate. They always give you twins and triplets.
Yeah.
Dorper sheep are hardy.
Yeah.
Even in dry areas or dry seasons, they actually do better during dry season.
Wow.
When the grass is completely dry is when you find them adding weight. Both goats and sheep, when it is cold, they retain their fur.
Yeah.
When it is hot, they shed their fur. And that is how they're able to acclimatize with any weather conditions.
Hey guys, welcome to today's episode. My name is Lynn Gugi. Now, when I first interviewed Joe in studio, one of the most striking things about his conversation was how he earns 700,000 Kenya shillings per month from this venture. As you can see, today I have visited his farm in Joro so that I can be able to bring you the business side of this, because in the same story, we identified how you can be able to buy an animal from here. Even if you do not have a farm, leave it here for as long as you want and get return from these particular animals. So today, as I said, I'm in Joro so that Joe can be able to walk us through the investment side of this and see what opportunities are there for you for as little as 35,000 Kenya shillings. So let's take a look at this show and see what you can be able to come out with. Joe, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
How are you feeling?
Amazing.
Nice to see you again.
Yes, it's a day that the Lord has made for us to meet again on the farm.
Yeah.
So welcome to Mifugo Falme.
Yes.
Welcome to the farm.
Yeah.
Last time we met in Nairobi.
In studio.
In studio. Now tuko kwa ground.
Yeah.
Sasa karibu sana.
Na naona ground ni safi. I see a lot of good things happening.
Thank
you.
But
I really do appreciate you giving us another episode so that people can be able to come to the farm. But if someone missed our first conversation together, maybe do you want to introduce yourself and tell them what are we doing here and also what do you do?
Yes, so thank you very much, Lynn.
Yes.
My name is Joseph Moneki. A lot of people call me Joe, the founder of Mifugo Falme.
Yeah.
We are located in Joro, Nakuru County. And this started like, something very small. As I mentioned last time, I just wanted animals that I could slaughter on the farm when we are around. And that is how I went to Rumuruti and bought 20 locals, which you can see over here.
Yeah.
And when I brought them, I again wanted to add. So I felt the urge of making them 40. So I again bought another 20. And then thought of harmonizing both sheep and goats.
Yeah.
So I again added 20 goats from Rumuruti market. And all this was just an intention of having meat or animals that we could slaughter for meat.
Yeah.
But as I mentioned, one of the goats that we brought was sick. And unfortunately, we lost 16 of the goats only. It was not affecting the sheep. So, and I had like despaired with goats, but I still knew I wanted to have goats. And during that time, I was still doing my research, how I can better the flock.
Yeah.
Because once I brought the sheep, I was so into them. And so I started feeling the urge of seeing more animals, having animals. So I started doing a research. And that is how I landed in South Africa. And when I reached South Africa, and I actually did not go to travel or for leisure.
Yes.
I just went to see sheep and goats. And when I went there, I was so inspired in such a way that now my thinking changed. And that is how I decided I will have the South African breeds, which are Dorper and the Boer goats.
Okay, maybe before we go on, because I know we hear Boer and Dorper a lot,
Yes.
Could you expound on that? What's a Boer and what's a Dorper?
Absolutely. So Dorper is a sheep, it's a type of a sheep. And South Africa has perfected the act of raising the Dorper sheep. And that is how, when I went there, and you can see in among our flocks.
Apparently, I'm looking also, there are more than 1,000 distinct breeds of sheep recognized worldwide, making them one of the most diverse groups of farm animals. And according to the global and regional numbers worldwide, the expert estimates that there are roughly 1,000 to 1,200 unique domestic sheep breeds. In the United States alone, there are more than 60 recognized breeds. In the United Kingdom, home to over 50 native and traditional breeds. And the common type of course, that we use, the use, of course. But let me see. Yeah, let me see in Africa, actually, as a continue.
Yeah.
You will be able to see some of the animals which, by their body shape, you can just admire them.
Yes.
Because they have the weight that you require.
Okay.
And they
So we have, as he explains, I'm gonna give him time to explain as well. So Africa is home to over 360 distinct sheep breeds, broadly split into indigenous hair sheep and introduced wool sheep. They are traditionally classified by physical tail types, such as fat tail, fat rumped, and thin tailed, and also their primary use of course is meat, milk, and hair. And the major types of groups we have, literally, again, is the fat tailed. That's how they're recognized, fat tailed, which they're saying that most of this is a widespread across East, North, and West Africa, e.g. the Uda, Balami, and the Yankasa. And then we have the fat rumped sheep, which is common in East Africa and South Africa, notably the black-head Persian. And then we have the thin-tailed, which is found in a specific tropical and long-legged regional leg variations, like the West Africa dwarf. So we have, of course, the Dorper, which is in South Africa. And then we have Damara, an ancient fat-tailed hair sheep originally from Namibia. We have the red Maasai. I've never seen this one. An indigenous East African. I've never seen this one, actually. And the indigenous East African hair breed, well known as the natural parasite resistant. And then we have Namakua africana. Namakua africana, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, a traditional South African fat-tailed breed adapted to desert conditions. Really, really interesting.
feed the same. And from our flock, you can be able to distinguish our locals and the pure Dorper sheep without even being told.
Yes.
The body size can tell you. So, and the Boer goats, though it's a type of goats, Boer means a farmer, which is in South Africa. And they have the white skin and like a sort of brown head.
Yes.
So those are the Boer goats. And the good thing with Boer goats is their fertility rate. They always give you twins and triplets.
Yeah.
And they are very good mothers. They take care of the young ones until now you win them at the age of 3 months. And as well for Dorper sheep, they still give you twins, but as compared with the goats, the rate is less. But again, they are hardy animals. They acclimatize with any weather. Remember, I've told you we bring them from South Africa. They have extreme temperatures, which are, they have the summer season and the winter season. And they still do very well. And the reason why they do that is because both goats and sheep, when it is cold, they retain their fur. When it is hot, they shed their fur. And that is how they're able to acclimatize with any weather condition.
Good.
Talk of hardiness, Dorper sheep are hardy. Even in dry areas or dry seasons, they actually do better during dry season.
Wow.
When the grass is completely dry is when you find them adding weight. The same with goats. They are grazers. They eat shrubs. Yeah. So when you have a bush like ours, they really enjoy.
All right.
So you will normally not find them over here.
Yes.
You will normally find them in the bush.
Yeah.
Where they eat the shrubs over there, and we don't supplement them with anything else.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that we do for our animals, and especially the sheep, we do supplement them with silage. We give them hay. We also give the young ones pellets, Lucerne pellets,
Yeah.
because Lucerne has a high protein content of between 16 to 18%. We also give them corn, which is grounded.
Yeah.
So that corn is a muscle builder to help them establish the muscles.
Okay.
So we do feed them. We have a regime whereby we take the young ones from the mothers at the age of 7 days. When they finished 1 week, we
Yes.
separate them from the mother. And the reason is to
And
try.
they're so healthy. You can even see how healthy they are. So one thing I've actually learned so far when it comes to now also animal keeping or farming of animals, how you take care of them, how you feed them for their long, for them to live longer or to serve you even longer and to be with you longer. It's how you take care of them. Actually, it's like a it's really interesting. It's like just taking care of someone, but now in an animal form, because it's giving you a lot of profit. So how you feed the animals really matters.
I now to introduce them to feeds so that they can be able to grow quickly,
Yeah.
gain the vitamins that they require. And that is why we at least put them aside until the age of 3 months. That also helps us not to have worms, because when the sheep are feeding on grass like this,
Yeah.
they collect a lot of worms. And when they're young, your mortality rate will be high. So we normally put the young ones aside, we lock them somewhere, we feed them like zero grazing.
Okay.
But the rest, we do free range.
Yes.
Our animals eat the grass that we have, whether it is during now, like it is raining,
Yeah.
it's a rainy season, or when it is dry, they only feed on the grass. And then we just supplement them a little.
All right.
Now you might ask, what is beneficial of having these animals?
Exactly.
So these animals, hii ni kilimo biashara. And one thing I can tell you, Lynn, is the amount of meat that's eaten in this country is a lot.
Yes.
So what does that tell you? That tells you that you have a ready market. And I've never sourced for market. I remember I told you in the previous show that I export meat to Dubai.
Yes.
Not that I have finished the meat market in Kenya. No. It's just a market that I found after being in Dubai for so long. And that is how I export meat over there.
Yeah.
But locally, just check your local area. How many animals are slaughtered there? Now you haven't even gone to the highways where the buses stop. It is a lot. And that is where we say that ni kilimo biashara. Because I have established Mifugo Falme as a breeder.
Yes.
Whereby we have pure breeds. And that is why I go to South Africa.
I think when he even says, now thinking about it, that we consume meat a lot, I think it's because of a culture we have of something called nyama choma, nyama choma, where we just roast the meat, on the grill. And people like this a lot, like a lot, like a lot, because it's nyama choma. I actually love me some nyama choma.
Buy the females and the males.
It's also affordable because, like, if I want nyama choma even right now, I'll just go outside the studio. It's ready. I can get for like $1 or less than $1.
Pure.
pure ones.
100%.
100%. And the reason why I don't dispose the locals is for people to see the difference. Immediately you will see these animals, you can tell this is a pure animal,
And this
is a local animal. And why our locals like this is because of inbreeding. We've left our animals to inbreed brothers and sisters, and that is why our animals lose the class. Because now when you have inbreeding, it affects the growth of the animals. That is why apart from today, you will never see the males with the females. We only bring the males to the females when we want them to breed. And that is called synchronization. So that we can have all the lambs at the same time. We are able to take care of the lambs during a particular season. And that helps us to be able to reduce the mortality of the animals and be able to progress.
All right.
I said a business takes its own course. Ours at Mifugo Falme took its own course, from wanting to have meat on the farm, taking us to South Africa to bring the pure animals for both Boer goats and Dorper sheep, which we have done. We've still not attained the number that we project. My aim is to have 1,000 animals, pure breeds. 500 Dorpers and 500 Boer goats. And God willing, we'll be able to achieve that. Why do I say a business takes its own course? Because now ours has also taken a different course, whereby we only sell the young ones.
The kids now.
The kids. We sell our animals once they reach the age of 3 months, between 3 to 6 months.
So healthy.
A female we sell at 50,000 Kenya shillings. A male we sell at 100,000. And as I mentioned, we are breeders. We also have another segment where we crossbreed the locals with the pure males. So we have their kids. Again, the female of the crosses, we sell them at 35,000 Kenya shillings.
So looking at also according to Google, is that also according to Kenya specifically, in Kenya, the prices of live sheep typically ranges from 3,500 Kenyan shillings for a young lamb and to over 110,000 Kenyan shillings for a high grade or pure imported breeding rams. So of course, because these are from South Africa, it makes sense why they're also expensive. And they're saying that standard commercial or local meat sheep generally cost between 6,000. Damn, the meat is that expensive? I wonder how it tastes. I've never had a sheep meat, but I'd like to taste it. And 25,000, heavily depending on the breed, age, weight. Wow. Okay.
And the male, we sell them at 50,000 Kenya shillings.
Okay, why is the male expensive though?
The male is expensive because it's a breed. Indumi.
But then your jibu nilikuwa najua. Nimeuliza tu because injustice everywhere. Injustice everywhere.
We just have to accept.
Okay.
So, by selling the kids, that is where we've established our business and our market. So for us, we never sell pregnant ewes. We never sell ewes that are ready to be served. No, because we've established that market for ourselves.
So that was a need.
That was a need. And why was it like that? Because when these animals reach the age of being served, that animal will, if it's a female, we will be selling it at 150, 130, and not a lot of people will be able to buy
Actually,
that animal.
afford that.
Afford that.
Yeah.
That is why we only established selling the young ones,
Okay.
which are a little bit cheaper, and a lot of people can be able to afford if you're interested.
All right.
Because again, for me, what I believe, if you're interested in something, you will go for it. If you know what you're buying, you will go for it. The same way, when I go to buy the rams, now they are reaching between 250 to 270,000. And I wouldn't feel buying it because I know what it's bringing.
Yes.
These are pure genetics. If you look at the kids of these animals, you will be able to see a huge difference when it's at the age of 3 months, and we'll be able to see some of them that are remaining.
Yeah.
Now, Mifugo Falme has taken another trajectory of considering our colleagues in the diaspora. I remember the last time we were together, I informed you of an app that I'm establishing,
Yes.
whereby people in diaspora can buy animals from us. We can rear those animals while they are theirs. So we will provide the land, we'll provide the structures, we will provide food, we will take care of those animals as they're ours. If the person wants to be a breeder,
Yeah.
it's up to the person what they want. If they want to venture into meat market, it is whatever they want. So for us, we are just helping people who are outside there who would want to have animals maybe for slaughter when they come.
Again, what I'm picking, this is someone definitely who comes from ancestral or generational wealth, generational wealth in terms of land, because you can see the amount of land he has there, and all these goats and sheep, man, because these are animals that require to eat a lot of grass, of course, apart from the other feed that he has to provide, hay and all that, the grounded corn and all that. Still, they do require to be eating grass or the green, whatever they eat, the greens here and there. So, and it has to be, of course, you need to be having a green land. Yeah.
And I was doing the app that we talked about.
Yes.
The app is now ready. We are just waiting for Google to approve, and it will be available to download.
All right.
The app again is still called Mifugo Falme.
Okay.
And in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, God willing, we'll have it available.
Let me ask, because you've spoken about the market in diaspora.
Yes.
How about me as Lynn? Me, I'm in Nairobi.
Yes.
Kwani Joe, you think even us in December, we don't want to have the people in Nairobi or here still in Kenya wouldn't want this as a business opportunity? Are you catering to people who are here? Because I'm imagining if I'm watching this and I'm not in diaspora, this is actually a great opportunity for me.
Yes.
I buy my two goats na 2 sheep na niziache huku.
Yes.
Can you actually meet that need for me? Ama tu ni ya watu wa diaspora?
Absolutely, we can meet.
Okay.
Remember, I told you a business takes its own channel or its own course.
Yeah.
So when that idea came about, I thought of people in diaspora. But after the show, a lot of people locally were interested because I have the land.
Yeah.
I have like 25 acres, and I'll show you the land that we...
Because that's a lot. Hey, 25 acres. Yeah, because that land, I was looking at it, I'm like, now that's a big land for you to be, and the sheep's just going anywhere. And in Africa, of course, especially when it comes to your feeds or your animals, they can't trespass a neighbor's land because they'll eat probably they'll destroy the crops that are already maybe farmed there, and which actually causes a lot of, disputes between the neighbors. So you have to ensure your cows, your goats, they stay within your compound. These are big farm there.
I have the knowledge of being with these animals, and I know what feeds are required. So I'm providing a platform whereby someone who either doesn't have land or doesn't have the knowledge of these animals can also be a farmer.
Great.
So at Mifugo Falme, yes, I've talked of diaspora, but I have gotten inquiries from people within Kenya, people from Uganda, and I will still accommodate them. But the reason why it's gonna take some time for us to accommodate everyone is because we'll not allow animals to come from outside. You can only buy animals from our farm, which we have raised, which we know the management that we are taking.
Yes.
And that is to protect our animals as well as animals from our clients.
I love that.
So the only boundary that we've put is we will not accept animals from outside.
Yes.
You will only buy animals from our farm.
Great.
So we might not have the numbers that is required out there, but slowly by slowly, I'm sure we will reach and accommodate a lot of people.
Good. I want to expound on the business opportunity that I'm seeing here.
Yes.
Maybe briefly, but also in a very layman's language. Joe, I have my 150K. I've bought a male and a female, and I've said, naziacha hapa. How long do I expect to see some results? Ama kwa lugha ya watu kuelewa, zitazaana lini na naweza kujia vitu zangu zikiwa ready lini?
Okay, so now farming requires patience.
Yes.
It's a journey, but you have to take that one step. So let's say you have 150, you bought 3 females.
Yes.
You will use our male because it's part of the program.
For free?
For free.
Okay.
We will not charge you.
Okay.
Once you buy the females at the age of 3 months, that female will stay until 10 months to be served.
Here?
Here.
That's a good deal. Actually, if you ask me, that's a really good deal.
So we will take care of the female. You will be paying a management fee, which we've established. 1 to 5 animals, the management fee is 7,500 per month.
Okay, great.
Okay.
All right.
For 10 months.
Okay.
Until that animal is served.
Yes. What is served for people who don't
understand?
Serving
is impregnating
the female.
The female.
So at 10 months, they are ready to be impregnated.
At 8 months, they are ready to be impregnated.
Yeah.
But I don't recommend. Why? Because we still need the animal to acquire the structure. So we give it another 2 months.
Yeah.
So until 10 months, we serve the animals.
Yes.
The gestation period of goats and sheep is 5 months. So at the age of 15 months, okay, after a year, is when you will see your first dividend, which is a kid that will be born. Either it will be a twins, we never determine that until it gives birth. So after buying your animal at 3 months, if you buy today, you will get your first dividend after a year.
Yes.
Okay. There are some people who also would want to do it faster.
Yeah.
So they want to buy animals that are pregnant. Here at Mifugo Falme, unfortunately, we don't have. Because as I mentioned, our market is only in the kids.
Yes.
And that is how our farm has established to be, because we also have other clients who buy and take the animals away.
Yeah.
So if I tell you to wait until the animal is served so that you can buy, then you will never get. Okay?
Yes.
So maybe someone else will decide to do pregnant animals. For us, we don't do.
Okay.
Okay? Then once you get your kid after a year, it takes 3 months for that kid to be weaned.
Yes.
And by weaning, it's able to feed by itself.
Okay.
It's not sucking the mother. It can be sold. So after 18 months is when you can sell and get something from
yes.
your investment.
Can I sell to you? Can
Yes.
I sell it back to you?
You can sell back to me, but even instead of selling back to me, the market is there.
It's ready.
It's ready. I can buy the animal.
Yes.
I have no problem. I can buy the animal from you because it's still in my farm. But I'm sure a lot of people outside there are interested, and I even don't have animals.
Actually, I'm gonna ask around. I'm gonna ask around about the sheep meat, which I do believe it's quite pricey. Because if a goat meat is really pricey, I personally, if I have to buy a goat meat, I have to be like, hey, it's like something I'm planning for weeks. Trust me, it's something I'm planning. That budget, I'm willing to risk that money for a goat meat. Either way, I'm eating the cow meat or chicken. But before I eat a goat meat, that is something I have to plan myself, like with the budget. So I wonder how much a sheep meat is. And of course, since it's talking about the market is already there and available, in terms of meat and the flocks themselves, the flocks themselves, I'm interested, being honest. I think it's either in Kenyatta market or Marikiti market, one of the markets. Once I start driving, I'll be going to these places effortlessly. So let me wait.
Joby.
My name.
Joby.
My name.
Joby.
My name. What's up?
Joby. We already got sheep meat. Go to the farm and drive up to the farm and get your sheep and eat it. That's what you do.
For real? We can do that. We can do that for real, for all of us as a Christmas,
there you go.
Celebration.
There you go.
Good. Since we're driving, we can do that.
Yeah. Drive your ass up there and drive her back with a sheep. It might stink. You might have to put an ice or something. I don't know how you get it back, but hey, good luck.
So we'll eat it there. We eat it there. We roast it there. The leftovers we come with it.
Oh, that's true. Yes, that's true. Like an outside. That's right. I built an outside kitchen up there. That's right.
Yeah. I want to really taste. I want to taste some sheep meat. Some sheep meat. So
all right.
Really taste.
That I can sell.
Yeah.
They are all.
See, he told they eat it in Kenya. Joe like I never met nobody eat no sheep. He tell you the market is there.
I have never known, being honest. Because even remember when you asked me, I said I don't know. I'll be lying. I'll be giving you the wrong information because I didn't know the market was already there. Number one, it's barely. This is not in our daily butcheries. Like for real, we have a slaughterhouse just 10-15 minutes from the studio here where I get my meat. But I've never seen them hanging a sheep meat there. But they hang a goat meat. They hang the pork. They hang the cows, but I've never seen a sheep meat. So I didn't know actually that the market, people actually do it. I didn't know. Kenyans, hey.
We will still have people buying. And I don't have a problem now, someone buying yours.
Yeah.
And then we manage the animal for them.
Yes.
I still don't have a problem with it.
All right. That sounds great. But another question people might ask is, there's a lot of talk. I love that you expounded a bit on free range.
Yes.
But could you go deeper on free range? What's the advantage and where do they sleep? Do they sleep huku kwa kichaka kwa farm?
Okay. So when we talk of free range, is when the animals are just feeding on the grass. Natural grass that is there. And naturally these animals are supposed to feed on grass and they are good to go. But there are people who also don't have the land. And that is why they do zero grazing.
Yes.
So zero grazing is when this
that's all we do. I don't know about no grazing. All we do is take them out there in the damn village and let them eat shit. So I don't pay for no fee. What do you say, Joby?
Yeah, but you can't also do that. That's what I'm saying. Especially in Africa, you can't let your
nobody can complain yet, Joby. They're out there eating grass. I don't know where they're eating it from.
Yeah, it has to be from the compound, basically where we have. because most of the neighbors, the African jealousy, trust me, no neighbor
I
is
know.
going to allow you to bring your cows and your goats. Trust me, the next minute it's gonna be dead and eaten. You
But,
play.
And in
well,
an enclosed
I don't know. So I don't know. I know we got that guy. He takes them out to graze. I don't know where the hell they go at, Joey. So they
Yeah,
ain't never asked me for no feed money. So I don't know. They probably eating other people's shit right
you
now.
have you have to take care of them. Even for me, like when I used to take cows or goats to feed, you have to be there with them, because if they happen to just go to a neighbor's farm and maybe they have like maize planted and all that, and cows
Oh yeah,
and
they eat
goats
it.
eat all that shit. So
Oh yeah, I'm
because
saying I'm not saying we got that guy that goes out with him, but I don't know
yeah,
where he takes them at. I don't feed him. I don't give him no feed, so I don't know where he goes take them fucking sheep at.
area, they don't have the natural grass. They are only fed with either silage, hay that is brought from the farm,
Yes.
super napier. So you're bringing the food
To them.
to them. That is zero grazing. Free range is when the animals are going where the feeds are and feeding by themselves. Now, each has its pros and cons.
Yeah.
When you do free range, your animals are prone to, and especially the sheep, they are prone to be attacked by worms because they will get a lot of worms from the ground.
Yeah.
Unlike when you do zero grazing, you're able to minimize. So for us to control, we normally deworm our animals every month.
Okay.
And the young ones, we deworm them at the age, we start doing the deworming every 2 weeks.
See, now I messed up. I haven't dewormed our things like in a month, maybe two. See, I think since the mower came back, so it's probably been 2 months. So I don't be paying attention to that damn sheep. I be forgetting we got sheep. You know what I mean? Then if be another one born, the mother say, "Hey, we got another sheep." I said, "Oh shit, I forgot we got them sheep."
They are enclosed. But just to avoid and mitigate the mortality rates, we do deworm every month. We also do dip our animals to prevent ticks and fleas.
Yes.
So our animals, every fortnight, they are dipped. And that helps to control tick infestation as well as fleas.
Yeah.
And that falls under the management of these animals. Like last month, we've also vaccinated all of them against foot and mouth.
Okay.
2 days ago, we vaccinated all our animals against PPR.
Yeah.
And it is always good to prevent rather than to cure.
Yes.
And that is how we normally have our management routine practice. Do I consult anyone regarding this management? I don't. I do it by myself. I prepare the schedule. I know when we need to deworm the animals.
Yeah.
I know when we need to vaccinate the animals. And this is an advantage that I have because I've lived with animals since I was young.
Okay.
Whether we talk of cows or sheep.
You spoke about the management fee being 7,500, 1 to 5.
Yes.
Could you elaborate that? If I have one animal, will you still charge me 7,500? And if I have 5 animals, is it the same fee if I have 5 animals?
Absolutely. So we've distributed the management amount into bands.
Wow.
So we have 1 to 5 animals is 7,500 Kenya shillings per month.
Pamoja.
All. So whether you have 1 or you have 2 or you have 4, it is the same.
Okay.
So it's up to you to know, do I want to do 1? Do I want to increase to 5?
Yeah.
It's up to you. And why have we done that? We've done that because when we buy hay, for example, we've not planted hay in our farm.
Yes.
Or even if you've planted, you will still use an amount of money to plant. So when you do for one, you do for 5, the cost is the same. So that is how we were able to do our calculations.
Yeah.
And so that when we buy, for example, hay, and we buy it in bulk, we are able to save, rather than when we buy for few animals.
Okay.
And that is how we came up with that figure. And Lynn, I must say that from the last show that we did,
yeah,
the inquiries that I got are so many. I'm not able to satisfy everyone's request, because as much as it was an idea, I had not projected the influx that we got. And I also want to tell you that the following that you have is massive. You're touching lives. There is a lady who saw the show from the US. She trusted you.
Wow.
She did not want any further convincing. She bought the idea, and she's our first pioneer of this project. So she bought 4 animals, and she did not even want to wait until the app is ready. She said, no, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I saw this on Lynn's show. I want to go.
Aww.
So I would want to take this opportunity and encourage you, Lynn, from the work that you do. A lot of people believe in you. A lot of people get a lot of knowledge from your shows. They are inspired from the shows that you do. And I'm sure there is a purpose as to why God chose you to do what you do.
I appreciate it.
There can never be another Lynn to be able to do whatever you do.
Thank you, Joe.
So it's congratulations.
Thank you.
Your flowers should be served. Yes, absolutely.
I hope we can hear from the client.
Yes.
Maybe just a shout out, whoever she is. I hope you can just convince her to.
Yes, I will convince her.
Yeah.
Her name is Helen.
Helen.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will convince her. We will find a way of how she will be able to say her experience and how she was able to get this information.
My name is Helen, currently in diaspora, and I came across an interview during Gogi channel, and she had hosted Joe. Joe was explaining about Dorper farming, and I became interested. And that's how I came to learn about Mifugo Mfalme Dorper farming. And I contacted Joe, and Joe took me through the whole process on what it entails when you want to do Dorper farming. Although he had explained it in the interview, but I wanted him to explain it again. You can see the patience. And he did. And I was very excited with what I learned. And through the interview, Joe also focused on those people who are in diaspora and they want to invest in Dorper farming. And the most interesting part is Joe is coming up with an app where you can purchase your animals. And if you have a farm, maybe you can put the animals in your farm. And if you don't have a farm, the Mifugo Mfalme can manage your animals in their farm and you pay a fee. And that is my option because I wanted to have that feel that the animals are being taken good care of. So I paid, and my 3 ewes are in Joe's farm, and they sent me the number of my ewe because they were immediately I paid, they were tagged, and I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to them being served. And I know Joe is going to launch the app very soon. It will be up and running. And I can encourage people and those people who are looking forward to investing in Dorper farming to do so.
I love it.
Yes.
I think testimonials are also beautiful, but
They
I don't
are.
take that for granted. Also
Yes.
hearing that.
Mhm.
So I also appreciate that kind of feedback.
Yes.
But before we wind up,
Mhm.
how can people trust you to deliver?
Mm.
And anyone that is watching this and they are interested in investing, what message would you have for them?
Now, Lynn, remember
Yeah.
I told you why I thought of starting this.
Yeah.
Is because having lived in diaspora, I know what we lack is trust. And that is the only thing.
Exactly. That is, it's true. I feel like most of the people, especially the people in diaspora, basically fear to invest because of trust. Exactly. That is so true. To find someone who you can rely on, deliver, and truthfully, that is, it's there, but it's just that Africa again and our people have been so corrupted mentally that they don't know how to, create that connection and make it beneficial to them instead of, focusing on the greed so much. So yes, I do get what he says. The fact that he has stayed in America and he talks about why he introduced this after coming back to Kenya and starting the farming and encouraging the diasporas now, to invest, the trust. And I love the fact that he was honest. That is actually beautiful. Yes, Kate, you're back.
Oh yeah, I was saying that's a good deal. He's offering people to go in to use his land and buy some sheep. I
Yes.
mean, unless you got, it's good if you got money. You got to have some money though. That shit he talking about take 2 years. That's too much time. Be patient. It's good. Now, if he's gonna let you use your land, I'm gonna tell you, 25 acres in Kenya is a lot of land because land's expensive in Kenya, Jack. It's more expensive in Kenya than it is in America, like 10 times. So, like Joey said, it must be ancestral land. I agree with that. Um, but yeah, he's giving you a good deal. He's saying for all of it. So it doesn't matter how many you buy, he's gonna still just charge you the same price. And they're gonna be on his land. Man, you can't beat that deal. Shit.
That I
I'm thinking
need
about,
to
I'm,
do.
I'm gonna see if Lynn Googie got the number. I might have to look this cat up.
Yeah, the number is here. It's just right here on the screen, right here now.
How old is this video?
Um, Let me see. Just a few
Lynn
months
Googie
ago,
said,
been
okay, a few months. Okay,
yeah,
cool. So,
11
okay,
months
yeah,
ago. Yeah, she's been
okay,
doing
good.
farming, so here and there. So yeah.
Yeah, I know she
To be
left.
able
I
to
know she left
execute
this.
this
She left the
business.
city and started her own farm.
Yes.
If someone can be able to trust me with their animals, then I'm good to go. And
Yeah.
how can that person reach to trust me with their animals? First and foremost, you've come to the farm. You will be able to see the farm is there,
Where's
the
where's
animals
the
are
farm
there.
at, Joby? What area of Kenya he said this is in?
I did mention the area. I did have,
Okay.
but I do bet it's somewhere probably in Kikuyu region, based on how he's talking.
How we take care. I
Okay.
will show you the feeds that we
Oh, okay.
supplement.
But that
I will
he's up
also take
around
you
Mount.
around.
Okay, if he's in the Kikuyu, that's around Mount Kenya. Land is extremely expensive around there, family. That lady had me. I said, "What? What? You can just buy some land around here next time. It's so pretty." I look at them prices. I said, "Yeah, I don't care how pretty it is. That's a no."
Pretty and the price doesn't match.
The farm where we planted our silage, maize for corn
Yes.
silage.
Yeah.
We also have the super napier.
Mm.
And for the goats, I will also show you the field where they graze from.
Yeah.
And the rest, we just leave it to God.
Yes.
Because, as I mentioned, this is
Nice
not
out there.
something that I'm starting now.
Mm.
I've been doing it. So far, the business is good.
Yes.
The market
How much
is
you
there.
say charge you for a sheep,
But-
Joby?
For a small one, for a female one, it's 50,000. For a male, it's 100,000. If they are grown, if they are small, it's 35,000. He said, yeah, when they're 3 months old,
For,
3 to
for
6
a male
months.
and a female?
Yeah, for a male, when it's grown, it's 100,000. For
No,
a
no, no.
female, 50,000.
No, no, I'm talking when they small.
When for small, he said 35,000 because he said for his he has imported them. Remember from South Africa, they're not breeds.
Yeah,
This
so
from South Africa.
what he's saying when he's saying South Africa, he's talking about the white man's breed. These are Dutch breeds, then the Dutch. So another thing with Africans, I say Africans always love white people. The white man knows better. So he didn't get anybody black in South Africa. Understand? Whenever they talk about South Africa, they talk about going to because the Africans don't own no farmland down there. It's the white Dutch that they go get these animals from. That's not bad. So is that the same price for a male and a female? 35,000 Kenyan shillings for both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but the common prices in the Kenyan market for a young lamb, which is 3 to 6 months, is 3,500 to 8,000. And then we have market for already market sheep, which is already grown 6 to 10 months, ranges from 8,000 to 15,000 Kenyan shillings. A mature one, which is a mature local commercial use, is 15,000 to 25, and then a mature breed in rams is 25 to 60,000 Kenyan shillings.
I never had lamb. They say lamb meat is good though. I've never had. The Arabs love that shit. He's probably exporting that shit to like what they call the Middle East.
You say Dubai.
See, that's the middle. Well, that's Northeast Africa, but the middle they call the Middle East. So exactly, the Arabs love that shit. So because the Arabs don't eat pork, and I don't eat pork either. So they love sheep. So he's probably making a killing off that. I've never had lamb meat. Have you guys? No, Joby's never had. You guys ever had lamb meat before? They say it's delicious. I've never had any.
Never had.
Sheep
For you,
I know. Okay, as much normal choma. You only eat the beef when you eat normal choma.
Yeah.
That normal choma is delicious.
The goat. I like the goat nyama choma though. It's so nice. The goat. Oh my god, that's the best choma.
to keep a niche of yourself, you need to be unique from other people. There are a lot of farmers around doing an amazing job. I've visited several farms. People are doing an amazing job. But I think Mifugo Falme will be the only farm in East and Central Africa that is able to accommodate animals for people, even though it's not on their farm.
Yes.
And I think that is how we've managed to establish ourselves. And we've created our own path that, God willing, we will want to see a growth to it, and I'm sure we'll be able to do that.
Good.
Yeah.
I love that. Talk to possible investors. I know you don't have to invest, but someone who has been inspired maybe by this.
With mint sauce,
would you
okay.
love to tell them? And I know we've had a mobile number on the screen for a while, but I would also love for it to come from you so they know what has been on the screen is the official contact detail.
Yeah, so the number is there, and this is actually, personally, I've not grown around sheep.
I've never had sheep. Have you guys ever had rabbit? I've never had rabbit either. I've never tasted rabbit in my life. Never tasted rabbit. Have you, Joby?
No, I've had is it a duck? I think, is it a duck or a turkey?
Well, I've had turkey before, and duck, but it's no. I've had duck. I've had turkey. Duck is kind of like dry and rough. Maybe I had it cooked wrong. No, you might say, who cooked it?
The one I did was really good, like really. Then the meat was so tender, like super tender.
The duck meat was?
Yeah.
Okay, but it wasn't duck. A duck's a hen, right? Ain't a hen a duck?
No.
That a hen, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, hen's a duck, right? So I had him. Mine wasn't tender. When it gave me that shit was tough as hell. I was like, God damn, what kind of meat is this? That's a hen.
It's supposed to be boiled for long, like for 2
Oh, no wonder it's supposed to be boiled. I think they baked it, Joe. It was like a part of Thanksgiving. They baked it. That shit was all hard. Like, what kind of, this is a hen? It's supposed to be this? You know, you're trying to be nice to people, Joe. You're like, it's supposed to be this hard?
Jabba says the duck is too greasy. Yeah. Goose is too greasy. Okay.
It was greasy, but it was greasy and hard. Is it supposed to be hard? Like, like that.
Mine was 10.
Uh,
The one I
yeah,
got.
see, they didn't cook it. I think the person who did know how to cook it. Like Joey said, I think you're supposed to boil it first and then maybe bake it. But they baked it like a turkey. It was like for Thanksgiving. So they had turkey and they had hens. I said, "Ooh, hens with dressing. Let me try this hen. That sounds good." Hard as shit to cut that shit up. Like, God damn, you need a chainsaw to cut this shit.
Crazy. So you're gonna look at this one. This is now also this is of the goat only. This one has kept goat only. So you're gonna look at this also.
Yeah, see, exactly, roasted, but they did they didn't boil exactly. They did roast it, jibber jabber, but it was hard as hell. I seen them roast it, looked all good. I said, that hen looked good. It was 2 hens she had. I said, "Oh, them look good." I can't wait.
Breaking. You're breaking.
I saw the multiplier effects of goats, and I also saw it was a poor man's project. It can allow you to start slowly. You can easily sell the goats, they grow faster, and it's easy to get them. It's one of the most expensive meat in the entire world.
Exactly. Hey, goat is expensive. I'm telling you. When I want to buy goat meat, I have to budget myself. Like, I have to tell myself, hey, I'm craving goat meat, so I'm ready to risk this money for goat meat. Otherwise, hey, get some chicken for $2 or $3, or take me to the butcher, get me some, cow meat for $3. That's enough and a lot in plenty. Goat meat is expensive, but I've grown up eating a lot of goat meat too. That's one thing for sure. Like, I've really grown up eating a lot of goat meat. Two of my aunties actually from my mom's side used to own a club. So the club, it got to a point where I became the manager, and then I used to handle the nyama choma side, especially the nyama choma side. So every day, every evening, I have to go home with nyama choma, not just for me, but also for my other cousins, because I was staying with them, right? So I used to eat nyama choma like almost daily. Like, the goat, oh my God, it's so nice. It's so nice. Like, it's so nice.
I have 70 acres of land, and on this farm alone, I have over 1,500 goats. I don't have a job, but I don't want a job. I call this my mother because this is where I get all whatever I want. So the quality of that goat, you can't take it without 3 million.
Here, he's in Uganda, you can tell by his accent.
If I compare here, I think I have my $10,000 in this section. Roughly, I have around 60 workers that are really surviving on goats. A kilo of goat's meat at Ham Garden costs 50,000 shillings. Invest money in agriculture and nature. You reproduce money. That is going to keep you generational.
Well, I am 134 kilometers from Kampala in Kayunga at Ham God Breeders Farm to meet the owner, Mr. Hamisi. He has made farming such an enjoyable experience, and we are here to learn how he has done it. So, South Africa, Zambia, Uganda, Kenya, and the rest of the world, please lock into this episode of Nkumbi Telimba. My name is Japhet Nabikamba from Kayunga in Uganda. Let's discover how to run a successful goat farm.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hamisi, for coming us to your farm.
Yes, sir.
We look forward to learning more about goat farming and the amazing work that you're doing at Ham God Breeders Farm.
You're welcome. Feel
Thank
comfortable, and it's my pleasure hosting you here, sir.
Thank you.
My name is Semada
Feel comfortable.
Hamisi. I'm the CEO, Ham Animal Breeding Farm and Ham Garden Cafe and Grill. We are located in Kayunga, and it's 134 kilometers from Kampala What inspired me to do goat farming? One, what I studied artificial insemination or animal health. I was a practitioner in Zimbabwe at a certain farm where we were dealing with animal health and artificial insemination breeding of animals. I was helping people to grow farming business and make money. But myself, I wasn't doing well. So I also decided to be part of the producers. So that's how I came up to also start the same business. I saw the multiplier effects of goats, and I also saw it was a poor man's project that anybody who doesn't have money can start. It can allow you to start slowly, whereby I can start with 2, 3, 5, 10, and I grow the number. 2, you can easily sell the goats. 3, they grow faster, and it's easy to get them. Starting a goat farm, it needs land, first of all, but you can even lease or rent land, which is cheaper. You know, renting land here, they cost us 250,000 per acre.
Oh, that is $64 per acre. Dang.
Yeah. And also buying a goat is easy because buying one goat costs around 500,000.
That should be a month.
Any person who is working can ably do that. So they gave me land, I put my structure, I started buying goats 10, 5, 3 on my salary, sorry. Then when I made around 50, they also started producing. Then we went up to 150 goats. So starting here, I started with 100, but I can't tell you that I had a bulk of this money. It was just a slow growth. So the house entirely is supposed to be open, like the way you see, very well aerated. Don't close the goat's house. Let it be open. Goats love to stay outside. When it rains, that's when they can go inside. So the parts of the house is supposed to have the spraying yard. It is supposed to have the kids section. It's supposed to have the exercising yard and the water trough where they get water from. Let's say if you put aside some 5 million for a house, simple accommodation of the worker, the toilets, roughly, let's say 13 million or 15. And you buy...
That is roughly $4,100 US dollars.
10 goats as your initial stock. 5 goats in 6 to 8 months, they can produce around 5, but they can produce 10. We produced over 90% produced twins. You get it? So if you're also lucky that 85% of your goats produce 2, that means every production we shall have around 7 to 8 kids being produced. So if we produce 8 now, after another 6 to 8 months, we produce another 8, that is 16 already. Plus the initial stock, that is 28, okay? And that is 1 year. A goat of 6 months, you'll see it. It can come on heat, but we don't allow it to be bred. We all allow it to be bred when it is 8 months. So that means if we produce today 8 goats, after 8 months, they can come on heat and they can be bred. So the mama, if is getting bred for the 3rd time, the babies will also get bred. That means the 3rd time, instead of receiving 8 kids, we shall also have another 4 kids out of the babies that were born initially. So that means we shall count the 8 babies produced at the first time, another 8 babies produced at the 2nd time, and then another 12 for the 3rd time. So if they're around 28 plus the initial stock, that is 38 within a period of 2 years. So if I start with 10, in 2 years, I'll have 38 goats. That means in 3 years, I'll probably be in 100 goats plus. Many people have goats here in Uganda, but most of them are having local goats. So the local goats growth rate is very low as compared to hybrids, like the ones that we have. Me, I don't do any local here. So me, Hamis, I'm a poor man. I can't invest in a local goat that will come on heat in 4 years or 2 years, then produce the first baby.
I like his ego a little bit.
When I've spent over 2.5 years, I highly recommend the hybrid animals, which is Savannah, Boa, Kalahari. We also have some blackberries that we brought in from South Africa. And the reason is the growth rate.
So I think South Africa literally is one of the most dependent on, actually, again, it goes back to what we talked about. You know, South Africa is one of the most traded with African countries, traded with by other African countries, or he trades a lot with other African countries. So it makes sense.
The more time you spend with an animal, the more money you spend on it. And that reduces your profit margin. At least a goat can grow 600 grams per day. That's a half kilo plus if you're feeding it on intensive and it's a full blood. But also the crosses, which are 75%, they can grow around 150 or 100 grams per day. It is one of the animals that I recommend. So people who are starting and you can't afford to buy pures, please get the 75%, which can grow around 100, 150 grams per day. Then give it a pure male of 3 millions, which can cross them, and have a 87, which can grow around 200 plus grams. So I recommend crosses, but not locals. So whichever you see with the red tag, that's a pure full blood. I want to show you one of the fully grown up goats and try to lift it up. So how many kilos are those?
It's quite heavy.
Yes.
It must be like 70.
Yes. They have more muscles than the bone, and their bones are very soft. That's why they are too heavy. You look at it as a normal other goat, but when you lift it, that's when you can know its capacity. So the business is about growth. How much does an animal attain per day is what makes money for you. I specialize in goats, but I also have sheep over 100 something. I also imported them from South Africa. I have Meat Master, and I also have a Dorper. A Dorper can weigh up to 170 kgs, and the Meat Master as well. Then I also have cows. I'm a cow breeder. I have Brahmans. I strictly deal with meats. My Brahman, a day, it can grow up to 1,800 grams. That's 1.8 kilos per day. And then when it grows up, it can do up to 190 kgs live weight. So I have a guy here of 3 years now, and he's weighing over 700 kilos. I also have some Sahiwal and Borans as well. So basically, that's what I have at the farm. Pastures, goats, cow, and sheep. But basically, the main project is goats. The system of farming I'm using, I use semi-intensive. The males, we want them to eat more. They use daytime to eat more food. Then at night, they have to serve because we need production. So those ones, we keep them on zero grazing, no movement. The weaners, the ones that we are getting off from the mothers, those ones need extra more care. Why? Because they have lost the mother's protein from the milk. We need to supplement them. And then two, being that we pick them from different sections, we have to put them together such that they bond. So if you put them out and then you let them go back to feed, they will run back to their original sections. So we put them on zero grazing for 1 month to bond and also supplement them for betterness of their growth. Then also the animals which are sick, we also don't allow them to go because they might spread the disease or they might lose the energy in the movement. So we supplement them, those ones. Then the animals that are pregnant, which are about to deliver, 3.5 to 4 months, we also supplement them because we want them to produce very healthy kids. Then also the animals that are going to get bred, we also supplement them. Reason being, if the bodies are satisfied with what they eat, most of the time they conceive for twins. So to increase on the twinity, we definitely supplement them. The ones that we have just weaned already, they go eat their own food. The ones that are pregnant but early pregnancy, they also go freely. The males, they go freely. We don't supplement them because it becomes very expensive. So the system we do semi-intensive and some of them are intensive. The grasses that we have right now can feed our animals. But like for a commercial farmer who is doing big number of animals, we need to do what they call supplementary. Like for me here, I have 70 acres of land. And on this farm alone, I have over 1,500 goats, which is a huge number as compared to the space that I have. I plant, even if the rain is not on, I do the irrigation, such that I supplement. These animals, they are like human beings. You can eat cassava and you survive, but you can't look nice because you are not balancing the diet. So basically for the nutrition, me, I'm looking at these different grasses. alfalfa, Chloris guyana, Bracharia mulato, and sugar grass. Sometimes I even do pellets for my goats. So those are the things that you don't have to miss out. This is the alfalfa grass. This is a source of protein. This is Bracharia mulato, is a grass, and this is a source of protein and carbohydrate. Get this, give it to the animal, gives us the muscle and the dung. The dung is the waste. Bring it back, fertilize the soil, then get the grass.
Organic.
So we are doing the recycling. If you give it as a bale, it's good, but it makes the farmer lose. If you crush it into a powder, animal can eat everything literally. But if you give it like this, the animal will only pick what he wants and leave for you the straw. As a producer of meat, we need everything converted into muscle. So that's why we need to crush it. So we select an area, chop, compact, then cover. And it can stay for 5 years. So this is our chopper, that's the sugar grass. You can even taste it, actually, it's very sweet. It's very tasty, it's like sugar cane, it's like typical sugar.
I used to eat it. I'm not gonna lie. I used to eat it too because it has like sugar-like taste. Like what is it called? Like how is it called? Sugar cane. Yeah. It has sugar. Why is sugar cane? I used to eat this shit a lot.
These are the grasses that we plant, the ones that you have seen. So we mix them. It is what these people are feeding on. This powder is what is making them look nice like that. Nothing so special. Anybody can do this. It's just a matter of playing with grass. So now here, if I compare here.
Yeah, so basically that has been it for today. So we understand again, before you introduce yourself into animal farming, you need to have land. Of course, you need to have land. It doesn't require you to have a lot of money, so long as you just invest in one again, and you have somewhere where you can take them to multiply, then from there they multiply. If you have, let's say, a male, or a neighbor can lend you a male, or maybe if you have both, and that's how actually you have started a very good business. Like you said, you can focus, it depends what you're focusing on. If you're focusing on maybe being on the meat market, you have to figure out how to feed these animals, and very well. If you want to be on the milk production, also the feeding does really matter. We saw that last time also with the cows. So basically that is it with the sheep and goat farming. Next week we'll try and come back with something now quite different. I think we've done this kind of episodes a lot, not of course the farm with trying to change the farming thing, but something completely different from the animals, the cows, the sheep, and the goats, and the chickens. I think so far we've learned so much about that. Next week we'll see what I'll literally be bringing to you guys. But thank you so much for joining me this morning. Jiba Jaba, I see Jaraki in the building, and thank you for joining. I see you're saying blacks and barbecue are cinemas, and I also see you saying that lamb is good if you remove the scent glands before roasting it. Leave the gland, it tastes gummy and ranky. Okay, I'd love to taste it. I'd love to taste some sheep and see how it really tastes for real. I'm looking forward to that. And Drama Sweet says, Joby, is this where you got your new fur coat from? You can say that, maybe. Yeah. Joby says, said sheet meat. No, it's Joby, use your bow and arrow and bag a sheep. I'll do that. I can't wait. Since I'm gonna be driving soon, so looking forward to go get myself one and put it at the back of the car and come with it. So yeah. And of course, I have a big balcony. I can do all the roasting. I wanna get myself a grill, for December season. So yes. I'm looking forward to that. But yes, have yourself a beautiful rest part of your morning. And of course, see you guys later. Today, I think we're going to be having the Africa Today show because yesterday we were not able to do our show. Our lights went out. Then when the lights came back, the internet was gone. But the people of the internet fixed it. They called me today in the morning. So hope to see you guys tonight later on the Africa Today show. Peace, and I'm out.